Shalom and blessings, warriors of Yahuah and the truth. We are on video number 31 of Nimrod's secret identity, the greatest conspiracy on earth. We are his witnesses. He healed the sick, raised the dead, walked on water, was dead for 3 days and 3 nights, and rose from the dead. If you read Yeshayahu 43, then read Yahuah 18, you will see a powerful witness of who Yahusha is. At Yeshayahu 43, Yahuah tells us we are his witnesses that he is Elohim. He particularly emphasized how we would know this and be his witnesses to the Gentiles. He said, I am he, in such a way that it knocked men down. First, Yeshayahu quotes him, You are my witnesses, declares Yahuah, and my servant whom I have chosen, so that you know and believe me and understand that I am he. Before me there was no all formed, nor after me there is none. I am Yahuah, and besides me there is no deliverer. I have declared and delivered and made known, and there was no foreign mighty one among you, and you are my witnesses, declares Yahuah, that I am all. Even from the day I am he, and no one delivers out of my hand. I work, and who turns back? Who turns it back? Isaiah Yeshayahu 43, 10 through 13. Now look at how Yahusha announced I am he at Yahuah 18, 4 through 6. Yahusha then, knowing all that would come upon him, went forward and said to them, Whom do you seek? They answered him, Yahusha of Nazareth. Yahusha said to them, I am he. And Yehudah, who delivered him up, was also standing with them. When therefore he said to them, I am he, they drew back and fell to the ground. The oldest lie of them all, you don't have to obey. Yahusha is the goal of Torah, not the end of Torah. Even Sunday morning, masses rush into a steeple to listen to a man tell them they don't have to obey, and they pay him to tell them to disobey. If they obey, they're heretics. For I bear them witness that they have an ardor for Yahuah, but not according to knowledge. For not knowing the uprightness of Yahuah and seeking to establish their own uprightness, they did not subject themselves to the uprightness of Yahuah. For Mashiach is the goal of the Torah, to uprightness to everyone who believes. Romans 10, 2 through 4, BYNB. Torah to sorry. The highest pursuit or purpose is to learn how to love and be loved. The witness of Yahusha, or Great Commissioner, is to teach the instructions to love all, or of love to all. But these instructions have been interpreted to be a law that ended with Yahusha's death. They twisted it a lot. If one reads the instructions as being our best hope in learning how to love, the false idea of being about religion falls away. The universe obviously didn't create itself. Its purpose for being created tells us so. The one that created the universe expressed the highest possible thoughts of love and how to live that love in his 10 commandments. He answering said to them, Well, did Yeshayahu prophesy concerning you hypocrites, as it has been written? This people respect me with their lips, but their heart is far from me. And in vain do they worship me, teaching as teachings the commands of men. Forsaking the command of Elohim, you hold fast to the tradition of men. And he said to them, Well, do you set aside the command of Elohim in order to guard your tradition? Mark 7, 6 through 9. With Yahuah's words in mind, what traditions have come to replace the commands of Yahuah? Christmas, Easter, Sunday, Halloween, which is the Feast of Dead Saints, sacraments, steeples, bells, crosses, eating unclean animals, apostolic succession, celibacy, veneration of human remains and images, holy water, indulgences, Trinitarian ideas, prayer beads, prohibition of the true name of Yahusha, prayers to the dead, necromancy, infant baptisms, and much more. Men have set aside the commands of Yahuah for their traditions. We find ourselves in exactly the same position as the Pharisees. Most people are unaware of how much futility we have inherited. In Yahusha's power, our mission is to wake them up. Man shall not live by bread alone, but by every word that proceeds from the mouth of Yahuah. Mattiyahu 4:4. Day of Yahuah. This is the day Babel's reign ends and Yahusha's reign begins. Eagles are coming. Do you know who they are? Judgment Day. Yahuah 24, 28, and 29. For wherever the dead body is, there the eagles shall be gathered together. And immediately after the distress of those days, the sun shall be darkened, and the moon shall not give its light, and the stars shall fall from the heaven, or Shamayim, and the powers of the heavens shall be shaken. You all, or Joel 2 and Acts 2, tells us, whoever calls upon the name of Yahuah will be delivered. Yahusha seals his property so the reapers will not harm what belongs to him. We are sealed for the day of our redemption. Our Redeemer is on his way, and the fallen Malachim know their time is short. People believing in a pre-trib rapture will make some adjustments in their expectations and come to accept the reality unfolding around them. Most of them today are Sunday Sabbath people, and many are becoming Nazarene, Acts 24:5, end-time harvest workers. Our most important work during the time of distress will be to help them be restored to the covenant of Yahuah, his Torah, the message of Eliyahu, Malachi 4:1-6. Without warning, one day the sun will suddenly go out, and in a moment the entire solar system will be in deep darkness. The day of our redemption will come, and we can look up expectantly. The messengers will be sent to reap the harvest of the earth. First, they will gather the weeds to burn them. Then those found keeping the commandments of Yahuah and waiting for Yahusha will be gathered for the wedding feast, Sukkot, tabernacles. That's why Sukkot is so important. At the coming of Yahusha, do not be afraid. Comfort one another with these words. But the day of Yahuah shall come as a thief in the night, in which the heavens shall pass away with a great noise, and the elements shall melt with intense heat, and the earth and the works that are in it shall be burned up. 2 Peter 3:10. And the present heavens and the earth are treasured up by the same word, being kept for fire to a day of judgment and destruction of wicked men. 2 Peter 3:7. And now be wise, O sovereigns, be instructed, you rulers of the earth. Serve Yahuah with fear and rejoice with trembling. Kiss the Son, lest he be enraged and you perish in the way, for soon his wrath is to be kindled. Blessed are those who taking refuge in him. Psalm 2:10-12. See also Acts 17:30-31. All humanity will be screaming for their lives. Remember the Torah of Moshe, my servant, who I commanded in Horeb for all Yasharal, laws and right rulings. See, I am sending you Eliyahu the prophet before the coming of the great and awesome day of Yahuah. And he shall turn the hearts of the fathers to the children, and the hearts of the children to their fathers, lest I come and smite the earth with utter destruction. Malachi 4:4-6. After the reapers come, we will be snatched away, just as the scriptures describe. But it will be at the end of the distress. Yahuah 24:29-31. Yahusha explained how he would send his Malachim to the ends of the earth to gather his elect, so we won't be using transports of any human design. As part of our preparation to endure the stress, Yahusha foretold certain events. He specifically described the darkening of the sun. Most people reject our words now, but a time is coming when they will beg to listen. Events will occur that no one will be able to ignore. Everyone not sealed for protection, elitists, homosexuals, secular humanists, abortionists, atheists, agnostics, the media, and those who practice false religion, will experience a breakdown in their sanity. Reading Harry Potter books won't help anyone with what's coming. Minds will snap and hearts will melt within all mankind. Because we know his name, Yahusha wants us, his body, to be aware of coming events in order to spare us the terrible fear that others will face. Read Psalm 91 as it relates to what you are about to learn. Kepha or Peter quoted the prophet Yahuah or Joel in Acts 2, describing the end of days. And I shall give signs in the heavens and upon the earth, blood and fire and columns of smoke. The sun is turned into darkness and the moon into blood before the coming of the great and awesome day of Yahuah. And it shall be that everyone who calls on the name of Yahuah shall be delivered. For on Mount Zion and in Jerusalem there shall be an escape, as Yahuah has said, and among the survivors whom Yahuah calls. You all 2:30-32, also Act 2:21 and 2:39, Romans 10:13, Isaiah 4:2-3, Obad verse 17, and Revelation 14:1. Notice there will be an escape for those on Mount Zion and in Jerusalem, and among the survivors whom Yahuah calls, who will be scattered elsewhere on the earth. If we take the words literally, the sun turned into darkness and the moon into blood, the study of cosmology helps explain what we will witness. The most frightening thing for everyone alive on this planet will be the sudden darkening of the sun. We are told in advance about the severe signs so that we would not be afraid. Many people will simply drop dead when they experience the fright of the sun turning dark. Next time we'll be reading the nuts and bolts. The day of Yahuah is coming, and matzah, unleavened bread, and then we'll be at the end of the book. And then we'll be moving on to Who is Allah, the Hindu connection. I love you all. I hope you guys enjoyed the lesson. And now it's time to praise Yahuah. Torah Rabbah Abba Yahuah. Torah Rabbah Abba Yahuah. Hallelujah. Hallelujah. Seek him, and you will find him. Knock, and the door will be opened unto you. Unto you. All I want to do is worship Yahuah in Ruach and in truth. In Ruach and in truth. For his kindness is everlasting. I love you all with an everlasting love as our Abba Yahuah and the Shamayim loves each and every one of us. Shalom and blessings, warriors of Yahuah and the truth.